Hi, welcome to my channel. So I'm Alan. I've been living on my own in Malta for about 2 years now, and in about a couple of months from when I record this, I'm going to have to be returning to Australia. Now, I'm going to be making a lot of videos here, or hopefully I will be making a lot of videos here. I'm going to have to make a video on my disability. I'm going to have to make another one explaining why I have to return to Australia. It's a big story and would take a long time to explain. I'm probably going to make videos on my thoughts from day to day and how this experience has happened and this experience as it happens. And I'm going to have to make a video on why I'm terrified about making these videos, including the idea that these videos will in fact someday be used against me. And that is not an exaggerated fear, that is a very real, legitimate concern that I've not only seen happen in the past, but that I know for a fact is standard practice of what I'm going to have to face in future. But I also think it's important to make these videos. I personally have a dream of making an impact on the world. I professionally studied history, education, narrative, film, game design, martial arts, and a number of other areas, and I've got qualifications in all of those, and just general study and education in other areas as well. But because I have those qualifications and because of how I present myself, people assume that my disability either shouldn't impact me or doesn't stop me from doing the things that I want to do. And to a certain extent, that's true, but it's also very, very not. Take the start of this video, for instance. I, Alan, have lived in a foreign country for 2 years now, not completely independently, but with various ups and downs. That paints a pretty solid picture of someone who can look after themselves, who can take care of themselves, and who can function on a day-to-day basis. On the other hand, when was the last time you had to clean out your washing machine because one day in a disabled state you mistook it for a toilet, and you only discovered this several days later when you tried to wash your clothes in them? I can't speak for all disabled people. I can't speak for their experiences. I can barely even speak for my own as a direct result of how my disability affects me. I can show empathy, I can guess, I can do research, I can try and learn, but I can't speak for them. That said, I do think it's important that we do speak, or those of us who can speak, do speak when we can, if we can. That we try and bridge the gap in understanding and experience between ourselves and yourselves. So after all of 10 years of being disabled and having it impact literally every part of my life in ways that other people can't see, comprehend, and simply don't put two and two together on, I think it's time that I tried to actually put stuff out on YouTube, that I took what has been one of my many dreams and one of the things I've wanted to do in a long time, and actually put it somewhere where it might someday get some notice. Or perhaps it might someday help somebody else communicate to another person the sorts of ways that their disability affects them. So the first few videos I'm going to make are going to be about my condition and how it affects me in everyday life. I'm also probably going to make a few videos on my day-to-day living and things that happen to me. I've had a lot happen in the past couple of months alone that are going to affect a lot of things going forwards for the future for me. A lot of it not going to be positive, and it would take me hours of rambling to get it all across to you. So these videos are definitely going to be scripted and probably heavily edited in order for me to better communicate what I want to say in a closed and tight format. Please forgive me, I am still learning the YouTube medium and trying to master the art of it, but my objective is to give you the most informed experience that you can possibly get and give you all of the information that I feel is important as well as what is actually important. I'd like to start by listing a few of my inspirations for making this YouTube video, hopefully series. The first of which would be MatPat from Game Theory and Film Theory. I finally made the decision to really try and make these videos and to put the effort into putting them online after watching one of his more emotional Mat chats on the couch. I'd also like to thank my friends who have supported me immensely over the years, some in small ways, some in big ways, some in amazingly big ways that they themselves did not think about at the time or didn't realize would have such a big impact at the time, and others who knew the impact it would have and did it. There are far too many people in those categories to name So I'll probably make a dedication video at some point to naming as many of them as I can remember. But I'd like to make a special mention of my mother. She has helped me to an insane level, despite even being in a different country right now. This video and my ability to make this video wouldn't be possible without everything she's done over the last 10 years and more. So thank you. And thank you to you for watching this. All I'm doing is making this content and putting it out there. You're the one who watches it. You're the one who digests it, who processes it, and decides if it's good, bad, or whether you're going to think about it later, or how to digest this information and use it in the outside world. Your time is precious, and it's important, both to me, to you, and to other people who your time and energy will affect. I often don't have anything better to do than to try and find new ways to communicate and comprehend my own disability and share it with others. So thank you for giving me your time and making my time worth it. Alright, so that's going to be it for my first video like this. Hopefully that was nice and succinct and isn't going to be confusing down the line. My next video, I cannot promise, and maybe it will be me talking about what my disability is, maybe it will be me talking about the recent experiences that I've had and the recent troubles that I've had to go through just to get to the next checkpoint in my life for all intents and purposes, or maybe I'll talk about some of my dreams and goals and what making these videos means to me or could mean to me. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the future release schedule will hold. So, thank you for your time.